In the top stories, strong partnerships are driving the 31st edition of Agriculture Open Day, with stakeholders coming together to support local farming and food security. In Trinidad and Tobago, 3 men, including a police officer, have been charged with the murder of Corporal Eversley. And King Charles will address the United States Congress during a high-level visit to Washington. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Major Newscast. I am Jasmine Thomas. First, on the local scene, strong partnerships are being credited for the successful planning of this year's Agriculture Open Day. Chairperson of the Agriculture Open Day Committee, Millicent Maxine, says collaboration between public and private sector partners has been critical to the event. The 31st edition is expected to bring together farmers, agro-processors, students and families for a day of exhibitions, education and community engagement.
The partnership between the private, public and all allied agencies have been wonderful. Over the years, they have all been part of our success of our Agriculture Open Day. And for this year, our 31st edition, it's no different.
Maxine says preparations are well advanced, with booths being set up and participants getting ready. She added that this year's event will feature a range of displays, products and activities designed to showcase local agriculture and encourage greater public interest.
Planning is going well. If you can see the booths, persons can come by and see everything is already in the process, and we are ready for this year's Open Day. It will be bigger, better, more exciting, and we have a lot to offer. So please, everyone, come out, bring the cake.
She is encouraging the public to come out and support the event with their families. Organizers say Agriculture Open Day continues to serve as a key platform for promoting food security, local production, and community involvement. St. Kitts and Nevis has taken on a key regional leadership role after assuming the presidency of the Escazú Agreement. The handover took place during the 4th meeting of the Conference of the Parties held in the Bahamas from the 21st to the 24th of April. The agreement is the region's first legally binding treaty on environmental matters, focused on access to information, public participation, and justice in environmental decision-making. In assuming the presidency, the Federation reaffirmed its commitment to strengthening regional cooperation and advancing sustainable development. Representing St. Kitts and Nevis, Director of Environment Darion Edmeade stressed the urgency of collective action, describing environmental protection as essential to the region's future. The Federation highlighted the need to protect environmental defenders, build climate resilience, and ensure vulnerable communities have a stronger voice. And Nevis is reporting strong growth in tourism for 2026, with new figures showing a busy and active season. Premier and Minister of Tourism Mark Brantley says tourism development levy collections continue to serve as a key indicator of the industry's performance. He revealed that March 2026 collections stood at over $710,000, up from about $565,000 in March last year, an increase of 25.7%. January also recorded strong results, with collections of more than $774,000, a 52.4% increase over the same period in 2025. February saw the largest jump, with collections of about $769,000, more than double the figure for February last year. Brantley says the consistent growth across the first 3 months of the year reflects the island's continued appeal as a tourism destination. On the regional scene, 3 men, including a municipal police officer, have been charged with the murder of Corporal Anuska Eversley just hours before her funeral. The accused appeared virtually in court and were remanded into custody in connection with the killing at the San Fernando Municipal Police Station. Investigators say Eversley was found dead inside the station on the 19th of April, and a large catch of weapons was taken during the incident. An autopsy confirmed that the 41-year-old was strangled and beaten. Authorities have also revealed that more than 120 firearms were stolen, including pistols, shotguns, and submachine guns, along with thousands of rounds of ammunition. The three men face multiple charges, including murder, robbery, and illegal possession of firearms and ammunition. Prosecutors say their case includes dozens of witness statements and physical evidence, with more still to be submitted. The matter is expected to return to court later this year as the case progresses. And a court in the Dominican Republic has heard that owners of the nightclub where 236 people died were warned about structural problems before the building collapsed. A former employee told the court he had sent photos and videos showing the deteriorating condition of the roof at the Jet Set Club in Santo Domingo. He was testifying in the case against siblings Antonia and Maribel Espala, who were charged with involuntary manslaughter and related offenses. Lawyers representing some of the victims' families are now pushing for the more serious charge of voluntary manslaughter, which carries a much heavier sentence. Prosecutors say they have hundreds of pieces of evidence linking the owners to the incident. The roof collapsed during a concert in April 2025, killing more than 200 people and injuring over 100 others. The hearing is expected to continue later this week as a judge decides whether the case will go to trial. We now take a look at news on the international scene. King Charles III is set to address the United States Congress in a rare appearance aimed at reinforcing ties between the United Kingdom and the United States. The King will become the first British monarch to speak before Congress since Queen Elizabeth II in 1991. The address is expected to highlight shared history and democratic values as part of a 4-day visit marking America's 20th anniversary of independence. The visit also includes talks with President Donald Trump at the White House and a state banquet later in the evening. Officials say the engagements are designed to emphasize the long-standing relationship between the two countries despite current political tensions. Those tensions include trade disputes, differences over foreign policy, and strained relations between President Trump and British Prime Minister Keir Starmer. A wave of attacks in southern Colombia has raised security concerns ahead of the country's presidential election. Authorities say rebel groups have launched more than 24 attacks since Friday using explosives and drones. The deadliest incident was a blast along a highway between Cali and Popayan, where the death toll has risen to 21. Officials have blamed the FARC-EMC group led by Ivan Mordisco, a former guerrilla commander who rejected a 2016 peace deal. Analysts say the group may be trying to show its strength as it positions itself for possible negotiations with the next government. The violence comes as crime and security are expected to dominate the upcoming May election. Despite government efforts to negotiate peace with armed groups, critics say ceasefires have allowed some factions to rebuild and expand their influence. We now take a look at the weather. Partly cloudy conditions are expected across the islands, with only a slight chance of showers over the next 24 hours. Temperatures will reach a high of 32 degrees Celsius or 90 degrees Fahrenheit, with a low of 23 degrees Celsius or 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Forecasters say stable conditions will limit shower activity, keeping the weather mostly dry. Today will be partly cloudy with a 20% chance of a brief shower. Tonight will remain partly cloudy with a similar 20% chance of showers. Winds will be from the east-southeast at 6 to 22 kilometers per hour or 3 to 14 miles per hour. Seas will range between 1 and 1.5 meters or 3 to 5 feet. Sunset this evening is set to be at approximately 6:30, with sunrise tomorrow morning at around 15 minutes before 6. That brings us to the end of the Midday Major Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jasmine Thomas. God bless you. I think we did take out this now.